It's late November and I'm just cleaning up some of the plants from this summer, and I wanted to get a little footage of them because it really shows the full cycle. You know, this is them at the end of their life cycle, which is just as important. Some of these are perennials and some of these are annuals. Those two by Bobo are the yarrow plants. This is a Cherise Queen, which is a pink, and that's a mix of white and light pink. Those are perennials, so those will come back for me next year. I do keep something over them to keep the torrential rains off of them. We've gotten a tremendous amount of water, and it's only late November, so it's important to not let them get too waterlogged in the containers. This is a cosmos plant right here. Definitely has run its course. Lots of flower heads. I wonder if the seeds are still good when they get this wet. It's hard to know. Behind that are some zinnias that are way past their prime. These were really pretty pink ones. They were supposed to be chrysanthemum plants. I ordered the seeds off Etsy and they were the wrong plant, so I got pinkish purplish zinnias there. This is the zinnia planter from the deck this year, and it's all done for the season. This is an annual plant, so are the cosmos, and obviously those zinnias back there are too. This is also an annual. This is the Mexican sunflower, pretty much done as well. There's some flowers way at the top. I can actually break this off because it doesn't matter at this point, but yeah, that's the last of the flowers. Let me see if I can get that to focus a little bit here. Anyway, not much to look at, but it gets very tall and it branches out a lot. And if I had gotten that up potted sooner or into the ground, even better yet, this plant would have had a lot more blooms on it. That's been my experience in the past. So around the side of the house I've got a lot of black-eyed Susans, and they are doing well. They overwinter really well in Portland. They actually seem to be able to withstand the torrential rains as well, but I might give them some protection. I literally just shoveled moss from over here. If this is focusing, I think it is. It's really crazy how much moss builds up on things around here. So I'm just doing a little cleanup, but really just wanted to get some footage of the plants, some of the plants, not even all of them, at the end of the season. That's from around the side of the house. I've got another yarrow plant here. This is a white yarrow, kind of a creamy color actually. That's gone to seed. I've got some parsley going to seed back here. Pepper plants, one here, one here. If you can keep them warm enough in a sunny spot over the winter, they will survive, but I doubt these ones will. Catnip over here, and I love when perennials do this at the bottom. They like push out some new growth for the winter, and it doesn't grow a whole lot, but it just lets you know it's alive and well. I've got my spearmints down here, and they're pretty much going dormant for the winter, and as time goes on and winter gets longer and longer, they'll look worse and worse, but they'll just sprout right back into action in the spring, so that's cool. Here's Bobo. He's a good boy. I love you, buddy. Hi. I love you. I've missed you these last few days. His mom and dad just got back and he just got let outside. He's making his rounds. Yeah, so there's a couple more plants on the deck. You want to come over with me? He doesn't know what the heck I'm saying. It sounds like blah, blah, blah. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on over. Come on over. Yeah, let's go check on the plants. Let's go check on the plants. He doesn't know what we're doing. Okay, this is a Cerise Queen yarrow plant. Again, I got some plastic rigged up over top to keep some of the rains off of it. My perennial lemon balm over here, same system. Everything's looking very beat up. You can see the squirrels have been digging in here. That's not great. But these are perennials and they'll just spring back to life in the spring. Tons of perennials inside here. We've got a mix of feverfew up there. We've got lemon balm over here. Lemon balms in these little 4-inch cups. More feverfew. Lemon balm, and yarrow. I can't believe this plant is still alive. It's been through so much and really neglected. I've got 2 more Cerise Queen yarrow plants in here. Another lemon balm. And down on the bottom I've got 2 oreganos. So all of these plants are perennial. They'll all be going dormant for the winter, and I'm going to do my best to protect them. For right now they're here, but I might move this back into the garage for the winter. We'll see. I'm really behind. This plastic tells a story of just how behind I am. Everything's just such a mess. And when I say we've gotten a lot of rain, I'm not lying. Check that out. That's just from the last few days. So yeah, it's crazy how much rain we get. This is the first dry, warm day we've had in a while, and I'm in heaven. It's really the first time I've been outside in what feels like, honestly, months. I've come out here a few times but didn't get much done because it was so cold. But today is actually, I think, high 50s, which feels like summer. Feels so good. Dave just raked this up, but the paper bark maple had just dropped all or most of its leaves. It's a really beautiful red leaf on this tree, and I just love how it looks on the ground. Things are all just going dormant back here. I'm leaving the zinnias in over here so the roots stay in the ground. I'll probably chop this foliage down at some point, but I'm just going to let it be for a long time until I have the time to actually come and cover my raised beds with the tarps, and then at that point I'll cut that down. Shasta daisies, foxglove corner, that's a weed. Lemon balm over there, which is a perennial. The foxgloves are biennial, and they ran their course this year, but they've reseeded onto the ground, and we've got fresh plants coming up. They look horrible, and you never really know what's going to survive the slugs over the winter with foxgloves, because they are a favorite slug food, but we'll see. This is the most robust plant right here. I think this one will probably make it. Same with that one over there. That's what's left over from kale. There's my rosemary plant, which I can't believe is alive after all the rain we've gotten. I might move that indoors, I don't know. The last time it survived all winter long outside, so. That is another Cerise Queen yarrow plant, very tiny. And the chamomile self-seeded again in the pot next door. I do want to protect this. I didn't see it recently, and this is actually looking really good. If I can put some plastic over this and protect it from the rains, that will be good. It mostly suffers from the pest pressure in the spring, I noticed. It's a great favorite of the aphids. I've got some weeds growing in here, and this is an old foxglove that I think actually reseeded, so there might be a new plant there actually that wants to flower next spring. We'll see. And there's just a ton of weeding to do back here, trimming of the roses. As you can see, the neighbor's shed has imploded. This property over there is getting neglected, so a lot of the thorns, like the thorny vines, raspberries, blackberries, whatever they are, they're coming up over here along with the grabweed. This is, not sure what that is. I thought that was grabweed, but it's not. There's some grabweed I can show you over here, but it's like a vine. It's this stuff. And it just grows all over everything very quickly, I might add. So I have a lot of grabweed to, ow, just got thorned, to pull out. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to get some footage of the leaves back here and the plants all at the end of their life cycle, because I think that's so fascinating to see how they look at the end of the season. These are all my basils. Hard to see at this angle, but they had gone to flower. I never did harvest these guys. They weren't the right type of basil that I was wanting, but they smelled like anise. Very, very floral. Really quite nice, in fact. Oh my God, that smells so amazing. Down here, those are foxgloves that just self-seeded in those pots. They're probably not going to make it, but they're alive at the moment. So yeah, this is how everything looks at the end of the season. There's a lot of pots to be cleaned and put away. I just sort of couldn't find the time for gardening anymore around mid to late September and had to just come inside and do a lot of things I had neglected for so long. There's Bobo. Hi, buddy. Hi. Your mom said she'll be back shortly, but I can let you in if you want, she said. So I'll just see how you go. I'll give him a minute. These over here, I just wanted to lastly get these. These are the Coreopsis plants. They're perennial if I can keep them alive. They look horrible right now, but they're a really beautiful yellow flower. So, yeah. Well, I guess on that note, I will wind it down. I'll walk over with Bobo. See if he wants to go in. Thanksgiving is next week. So I think today is around like November 22nd. It's a Friday. Yeah, winter is just starting to begin, I guess. And we are off in Portland to a very rainy season. But today was just a rare gift, and I'm feeling very grateful. Okay, over and out for now.